What's up, guys? I have a very interesting one to get into with you guys. This one is the Ketuo Vintr. I hope I'm saying that right. I might be messing it up a little bit. Apologies if I am. But what a very interesting model. Let's go ahead and jump into it. We're going to start it off with some size comparisons, then we'll do some profile comparison, and then we'll jump into my thoughts and impressions. Here it is against the Vosteed Hedgehog. Very similar sized with that hedgehog, and then here it is against the Civivi Amorite, guys. It is a more small EDC, but it does have some very interesting points to it. Okay, here it is against the Spyderco Para 3 Lightweight, very similar to your Rat 2 and your Spyderco Shaman, which is very comparable to your PM2 as far as size and your Rat 1, in case that helps you. And as you can see, this is definitely a very small EDC. Let's go ahead and get some profile comparisons in. So this one is very interesting, guys. No pocket clip. So I can't tell you how it's going to carry in pocket because it's either going to be a 5th pocket pouch or a pocket dropper. So keep that in mind with this, but profile, it's slender, more skinny than either one of these on the table. And then as far as its overall closed profile thickness, a little bit longer with that back piece than the Hedgehog is, and a little bit shorter than the Para 3 Lightweight. Let's check out the weight. All right, guys, we got the scale here ready to go. It doesn't feel super heavy. Coming in at 3.2 ounces, that's probably something to do with the fact that it does have this piece on the back. And again, I haven't figured out exactly why that is, but let's check out some cutting with it real quick. All right, guys, let's see what the Vintr is like. It has been in the past round. I think I'm actually low on the list or late on the list. So it's been through quite a few hands. I'm just curious to see what the edge geometry is like. So not bad at all. Probably needs a little bit of a sharpening. And let's just see what it looks like going through some cardboard. Again, this is a pass around. I'm just doing this to see how does the geometry feel. Very slicey, no surprises at all. It is just going through that cardboard with absolutely no effort, and it is very comfortable in the hand. Let's kick it back upstairs, guys. All right, so as you can see, it is a slicer, and it has a really good utility blade shape to it, 100% for sure. Ergonomically, it's very comfortable, especially because it doesn't have a pocket clip. So there's nothing there to intrude into the ergos, and being that it has more handle than it does blade, I'm able to get all 4 fingers on here, hang off the back a little bit, but comfortable for sure. I don't feel like I want more space to grip onto for this particular one. Nice chunky G10 that is chamfered, very nice. It feels very well made, guys, and I really just can't tell you how comfortable this is. You got some jimping on the back here, which is going to be nice for that detailed work out on the tip. Pinch grip is going to be amazing here because you do have 2 acute tips, a very low reverse tanto, modified reverse tanto, whatever you want to call that, blade shape up here, and then you have that American tanto shape up here, so you're able to get to either tip here for that detailed work, and it's a very comfortable pinch. I could do plenty of cutting with it with no issues whatsoever. A little tight for me, as you can see, I'm struggling right there. I got to remember to come all the way up into the corner here in order to be able to thumb flick it, but it is phenomenal for that reverse flick. And this one here, its big party trick is it is a liner lock with a button that actuates and moves the liner from the top. So you can see it moves that liner over and you're able to close it. You have a real detent. So it's very crispy, very satisfying. You might not have that issue with the thumb flick like I do. If you have medium to large size hands, you might be able to get in there a little bit easier. But to me, it's a little bit of a dig out. But for me, where it's at is that reverse flick. Really nice to reverse flick. Very comfortable to switch over to the left hand and reverse flick. My only complaint is I'm right on that button, so I got to move just underneath of it, and then sometimes I have an issue trying to get into the hole, or I have to kind of rest gently over top of it and then flip it, but then I feel it pushing out there. So it is a little in the way, but truth be told, it's not awful. And then there you can see the button underneath that stop pin there, where it rests is right before it hits, and then the blade is cut in a way that it acts, it sits without touching the blade there. The stop pin is actually right there behind that sharpening choil. Sharpening choil is a little off there, but you know, you could take a Dremel and just hit like a little 45 there or a little 90-degree elbow and just kind of go straight into it, and then you would have a nice sharpening choil on it for sure. Nice slicey blade too, guys. Very slicey. It feels very thin, pretty far behind the edge there. But it does have good thickness out on the tip. It kind of uses the more meaty part of the blade to make its tip happen, so you do have some strength there. Very interesting option here with the Vintr. I've never seen anything quite like this, and I didn't see anywhere on the website where you could maybe have like some sort of roll over pocket clip that kind of mounts in between the backspacer and this. Maybe they're going to make something like that it does, but I'm not quite sure what this piece here is accomplishing. And if you could let me know down in the comments. I've looked around and read a little bit and didn't, outside of it just being design, I didn't really see anything. So it feels like a pocket dropper. It's going to be a little big in the 5th pocket. So this is a little bit longer than what I would normally carry in the 5th pocket. If you have cargo pants, maybe it has like a extra pocket on the outer part of the cargo pants that's going to really work for. Maybe you're supposed to put a lanyard on this so you can grab the lanyard and pull this out of the pocket, but it doesn't have anything that feels like it's going to snag or drag trying to pull it out of the pocket if it's a pocket dropper. This is going to really make a very good pouch knife. The only thing I worry about is that extra length because of the backspacer here. So I'm not really sure on that one. It is a very interesting design, and I love the premise of the button liner lock. This one to me would be a top liner lock, top button liner lock, or just a button liner lock, I guess. Looking how it's designed, it's so interesting how it's designed. I mean, its button is at the furthest point and it's angled for that liner, and it definitely locks up nicely. You're looking at about 30 to 40% lockup. Very nice. It's a pass around, so I can't do a spine whack test on it, and the sounds are pretty good. Check this out. Pretty cool sounds for it, you know. I think the best part about this is $55. It's not like it's something that's significantly overpriced. Even if this was something you wanted to put in a toolbox, if you wanted to throw it again in a pouch, maybe you wanted it in a jacket pocket, maybe you want to leave it at your desktop or somewhere where you maybe do some work and you open up some packages and get into some letters and things like that. I think it's a really interesting option at that price. It's not horrible at all, in my opinion, at $55. I mean, it's like $5 more than a Moyal. I mean, is that really that bad? It's like $10 less than a raccoon with that sandwich lock. That's very much like the compression lock. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. It's very different in my opinion. Let me know what you think about the Vintr down in the comments below. Thanks for watching to this point of the video. It does help the channel. Shout out to everyone out there for liking, commenting, and being subscribed. Don't forget to hit those links in the description. And a special thank you to those channel members out there. You guys really help with the support to the channel with your membership. Thank you. I hope all of you have a fantastic week. Catch you on the next one. Peace.